What are 3 reasons my dog keeps pulling on the leash?
Okay, so the first thing that I can think of why dogs keep pulling on a leash, and I'm not trying to be a smartass, is because we let them. So you put a leash and a collar on them, and then you begin to let them pull. Here's a tip for puppy owners, okay? If you just got your puppy, don't go put a collar on your puppy first thing. What I actually do when I get puppies is I put these little cheap, like $5 harnesses on the dogs, and I let them pull me everywhere, but I'm letting them pull me with chest pressure. What I don't let the dogs do is I don't put a collar and begin to teach them that they can pull me in a collar. As a matter of fact, like Abby's pretty strong. When I put a collar on her neck, she immediately limits herself, and that's because she didn't really see a collar and the first part of her, like the first part of her life, or the first year of her life. It was always trying to keep her neck sensitive. So one is don't go with your dog as they begin to pull. And that's going to create a problem for you, because how do you actually get anywhere if your dog's out in front? You need to get to the direction that they're pulling and they're moving with you. Well, now you're going to have to actually set a different direction. The second reason that your dog is pulling is because they don't know, and this is the thing that I'm trying to teach in training, your dog doesn't know the value of being on your left-hand side. If you think about a dog, they're a lot like us. Wherever our heads are pointed, wherever our eyes are looking, we're aiming and we're moving in that direction, okay? If you watch videos of trained dogs along with my dogs, you're going to see that their head is not necessarily pointing forward, but their head is more often than not pointing up at their owner. And that's a function of training, okay? No untrained dog ever looks skyward just for the hell of it. The dog is going to look up because there's been some kind of repetitive reinforcing process that shows the dog that looking up is a good thing. If you watch me in the videos of where I'm actually working dogs, you're going to routinely see me with the dog's food pouch on the left-hand side, and you're going to see I'm going to put food in my hand and come down my hip and feed the dog to get them to get that whole thing with their head stuck up. So reason number one that your dog pulls is you let them. Reason number two that your dog pulls, okay, is because they won't stop pulling on the leash, is because you haven't shown the value of the left-hand side. And the final reason behind those two, the reason that your dog continues to pull, okay, is because you haven't told the dog that getting to the end of the line is not worth it. So at some point, you're going to have to tell the dog that the leash being tight is not a thing that you want to do, because that creates problems in our relationship. So you should look at those 3 things. Number 1, don't let them pull you. Number 2, please show them the value of your left-hand side. And then number 3, show them that to be at the end of the leash is not a place that they want to be.